We're unraveling the fallout of the opioid crisis with advocate and author Ryan Hampton. So Ryan, you credit medication-assisted therapy for helping you get sober, but why do you say others aren't so lucky?
Well, I mean, part of my story was I had gone to treatment 6 times, right? Over the course of 8 years, never offered medication-assisted treatment. And this last time when I was able to get it, it saved my life. Medication-assisted treatment for people who have opioid use disorder heals the brain. It gives them a better outcome. We know that the science is there, yet still today, well over half of addiction treatment facilities here in the United States do not offer medication-assisted treatment in the form of buprenorphine or Suboxone as the gold standard. We have a long way to go in terms of reforming that system. But even in my story, when I got sober, right, back in 2014, 2015, in the second facility that I got transferred to, I had to have a doctor who prescribed it to me, who told me not to tell anyone at the treatment facility I was at that I was on it, because if I did, they were going to kick me out because they saw it as just layering one drug on top of another drug. And it was essentially a crutch. This is the stigma that exists against people who use medication-assisted treatment is why, one of the reasons why we're peaking at 100,000 deaths today. We need to lower those barriers. We've got to get rid of that prejudice. We have a long way to go.
Yep. Dominic, I know you're a believer. You do a lot of this every day in your practice. You believe that Suboxone definitely has a place.
There's no doubt. So you have a cohort of people that think that Suboxone reinforces addiction or replaces an illicit drug with a prescription, right? That's the thought. The fact is, when I first got out of fellowship training, I was very idealistic. I was very conservative. I was of that mindset. You know what? I'm not comfortable with this. But let me tell you something. When I treat people with something like Suboxone and I taper them off, I see less relapse. I see them getting back to work. I see them raising their families. I see them going back to school. When I used to get people off quick or refuse to do Suboxone, they would relapse. I'd see them in the ER the next week, thankfully still alive, but sometimes overdosed. What kind of responsibility is that as a physician to turn somebody away from a treatment that will potentially save your life, especially nowadays? If you relapse, every single illicit substance that you use out there is like playing Russian roulette. And that also goes for the pills, because the pills are being pressed by other substances. So for example, they take fentanyl and they put them in pills and press them. So even though you think you're getting a Percocet or an Oxy, it could be whatever that dealer's giving you. So Russian roulette when you're out there in the streets. If we can use this harm reduction model to help people, I mean, it's a no-brainer.